Hello, my name is Ariana, and this is my third video of Stories of History. And for the past two videos, I have been kind of focused in the Civil War era and slavery, and that is why I wanted to kind of jump ahead. And now we're going to go into the World War II era. Now, I'm going to focus on today something called the Nuremberg trials. Try saying that 10 times fast. It's not easy. I actually did a presentation on this back in school, and it didn't go too good, and that's kind of why I wanted to share, because I know it's just I suck at doing presentations. So that's one factor. So basically, the Nuremberg trials were trials that were set up after Britain and France and Russia and the US kind of took over from Hitler, and they kind of occupied Germany. And these trials were going against the Nazis and key leaders in like the Nazi party. And Hitler was supposed to be actually in the trials, but a few days before the trial he committed suicide, so he never actually did make it to the trial. So that's kind of like who was being prosecuted here. Now, they were being charged with disturbing the peace and crimes against humanity. May I remind you, everything that Hitler did was illegal. However, he was able to basically hypnotize an entire country. And that is actually a little bit impressive. I mean, it's horrible what he did, horrible. But it is impressive on how he took over so many different things. So basically, in these trials, they would have the US and Britain and France and Russia, and all of those countries would basically go and try to find all these different documents to charge against the Nazis. They would tell basically the Jews in the concentration camps to keep diaries, to keep documents, to keep anything that they could use in these trials. Because while the Jews were going through the concentration camps, that is when all the other countries were trying to get everything into motion. So one of the main diaries that you probably heard of, many of the main people, is Anne Frank. And she is a huge person in like these kind of roles. I've actually never read a diary yet. I really plan to, and I have the book. I just never really had a chance to read it yet. But there were so many others other than just her. So after they kind of went in and took over Germany, they found all these different documents, and they would present them in the trials. And then they would be kind of like evidence and proof to go against the Nazis. So 3 important dates that I bring up is on November 21st, 1945, Robert H. Jackson, he was on behalf of the U.S. He went and he prosecuted crimes against the Nazis. The second date that I want to bring up is November 23rd, 1945. And that was the organization of the Nazi Party. And the Nazi Party was all the different Nazis and stuff like that. You know, it's kind of in the title. Then the third date, obviously, is November 27th, 1945. The International Military Tribunal Evidence is against the Nazis. So all the evidence that happened that the Jews documented was basically presented. I'm actually reading off of a little note card because, like I said, I did it in school, and I don't want to screw it up here too. So I'm trying to make sure it's all perfect. So that's basically what happened here. Now, the trials took a long time to set up. I mean, they didn't have like the kind of technology that we have today. And there were so many different things that they had to basically, so many different obstacles that they had to basically go through. So the trials took place from November 20th, 1945 to October 1st, 1946. So it's basically about a year's time. And you have to think of how many people they had to go through, how many different cases they had to go through just in that short amount of time. And it is unbelievable. So that's basically what the Nuremberg trials were. After that, they kind of had laws set in motion, but I'll probably talk about them in another video. I'm not really sure yet. But I just want to kind of summarize those trials, just summarize them all up. And if there's anything in school that you guys are struggling with, please just let me know, and I'll try to do a summary of it. And I hope you guys have a good day, and that's basically about it.